So last year I did 5 reasons that I love Sea of Thieves, and seeing as it's finally out on PS5, god damn you all, I shall make the opposite of this and tell you things that I really dislike about the game. Some of these are going to be a bit more tongue-in-cheek and others really aren't. I'm going to let you guys decide which ones are which because this is going to be interesting to see your reactions. Also, as a side note, I haven't played this for about a year or so now, which should tell you everything that you need to know about how I feel about this game. Side note, since writing this script, I have actually played this game on a private server, and it was a lot of fun, though some of these things still stand. Let me know in the comments down below which ones those are. Reason 5. Not a massive one, and it's only really bothersome if it happens to you, but there is a glitch that in the middle of the ocean will drop you into the sea at the bottom of the sea. Believe me, I've had this one happening to me a lot over the years for whatever reason. One moment I'll be standing fishing off the bow of the ship, the other I'm at the bottom of the ocean looking at the Kraken going, what the fuck just happened? When you get to deep waters, there's actually nothing there except the Kraken every now and again. Like, you can't see anything below you, above you, around you, which is honestly very realistic, but at least I want a tiny hint of the way things look where if you did fall into the water. There is realism and then there is, well, gaming realism, at least something, but the deep dark blue. Oh, and the drowning when you get teleported about 30 feet down and it just decides if you don't know if you can go up or down. It sucks. Reason 4. Sometimes the grids on the map do not fit with the actual location of the treasure. You ever just look at the map and go, I know exactly where that is? Yeah, I did that a lot in this game too. I got really good at it. And then they did an update, and no matter how good I'd been before, I just could not dig in the right place no matter how close I managed to get it. And I would get it like a spade's width away from the chest, and it would still be wrong. My god, was it annoying. Someone said I'm just salty about this, and they are correct, because this made it so annoying to get some part of the game is done. This is, after all, a hate video, by the way. I don't normally do these. Reason 3, the volcanoes. So after nearly a year, the game brought out the new area and fishing. Yay, fishing! But this new area has the danger of volcanoes spewing hell at you every possible moment. In the beginning, this was continuous and never-ending, which made it nearly impossible to do any of the quests or stories in this area. Frustrating as all hell, but it did get fixed. Except when they reset the servers and then, well, it broke again for like a couple of days. What fun, am I right? Reason 2. The report system. It's just bloody awful. So if you are being harassed in any way, which, let's be honest, we know that what gaming is like, it's probably going to happen. Do you want to know what the report system does? Nothing. Nothing at all. It moves you to the next server over so that the people can't bother you. Sounds good, right? But what's wrong with that? I do indeed hear you shouting this at the screen. Well, if the server they just moved you to is nearly empty, guess what? They merge back together with the previous server, leaving you open to the hell that is repeatedly moving server to avoid this one particular team that is hounding you so you can't actually play the game. This has happened so many times when I used to play, it got unplayable. And I mean teams that were just, the minute you respawned after they destroyed your ship, while you were running to get to your new ship that had just spawned, they would destroy your ship. They got nothing out of this but destroying your ship. Fucking useless. Reason 1. So this is the biggest and most important reason that I do not like Sea of Thieves, and I'm being really serious about this one. It's the toxic player base. You may say, don't understand, there's nothing toxic about the player base. There was. May not be anymore. I play on private servers mostly. Does this mean that I can't do a lot of parts of the game? Yes, it fucking does. Does it mean I care? No, I fucking do not. I know that there are some really heartwarming stories of gamers meeting through the game and all that kind of thing. I've had a couple of those. I've had some amazing experiences, but they are far outweighed by the awful way people have treated other players in this game. Even worse is the absolute trash way that people talk to you if you bring any up of these issues on social media. I get it, this game is a PvE, PvP game, but that is not the way it was originally sold. PvE was the main point, you had minor encounters, and yes, the possibility of people taking away your treasure, fine, whatever. But when you get teams of people who just go around attacking every single ship they find, even when it's just respawned and it's obvious that no one has any time to get any treasure, let alone get back onto the ship, that's just a shitty thing to do. It's also a waste of the game, because there's so much stuff that you cannot find in the game if you don't actually go out and do any missions yourself. So yes, by all means attack other players, but also bear in mind that if you're constantly attacking the same person in a world that isn't COD, you need to leave them alone for 5 minutes so that they can play the game, get some treasure for you to actually fucking steal, otherwise you get nothing. Right? Right. So there aren't a lot of reasons that I don't like this game. There's a lot to enjoy, but I suppose what I'm saying is just try and be a bit nicer to each other. If you're just out for a PvP game, this shouldn't be the one for you, because unlike Call of Duty or Fortnite, etc., taking down the same person over and over again when they haven't had a chance to get any treasure, fish, hunt skeletons, or anything like that bags you nothing, not even any points. You get nothing for taking down ships if they have nothing for you to take. Other than that, enjoy your pirating, and remember, in real life, if you stole from a pirate, you'd be dead, even if you were another pirate.